Dr. Vivian Rahim.
For the introduction, I'll be talking on the Polycap in the prevention of CSD and stroke. The Cadila Pharma has done a TIPS trial, the Indian Polycap study, and for the prevention of CSD and stroke. Now we all know the 10 leading cause of death in the world. This is a study by WHO in 2011. Now you see on the top is ischemic heart disease, then the stroke. We are targeting these two things by giving Polycap to the people and innovating this molecule or as a combination of drugs for the patients. And rest of the things are after this. So the ischemic heart disease and stroke is one of the important and the top 10 cause of death in lower income group countries like India. Here, apart from this small factor or whether it is a big factor, for reduction of CVD, all factors are important factors. The major risk factors which are related to CVD are behavioral factors, or what we can say is modifiable risk factors, is smoking, unhealthy diet, and physical inactivity. And the biological factors which the patient suffers from are hypertension, diabetes, and dyslipidemia. The InterHeart study, which was published in Lancet in 2004, for exponential rise in MI risk with added risk factors. The risk factors are more, the MI risk doubles or triples. These risk factors, what the InterHeart study classified is smoking higher than normal, ratio of ApoB to ApoA, history of hypertension and diabetes, your interventions. Now we know that blood pressure, dyslipidemia, and platelet aggregability, these are the risk factors. If we reduce these factors, then the risk reduction of CSD and stroke reduces. As you know that CSD by reducing blood pressure reduces to 20 to 25% and stroke reduces to 35 to 40%. Similarly, dyslipidemia also, and the platelet aggregability, when you give aspirin to the patient, 30 to 35% in CSD and 20 to 25% in stroke. But treating a risk factor alone is not adequate. We have to treat as a whole. Now this Polypel concept had combination of 6 drugs, 3 blood pressure lowering drugs at half dose, aspirin, statin, and folic acid. It was done by CVD was not included in Polycap. The TIPS-1 trial, this was a double-blind trial done in, this was an Indian trial done by Dr. Salim Yusuf in 50 centers of India, 2,000 odd patients, age is from 45 to 80 years, with one CV risk factor, hypertension, diabetes, smoking, raised WHR, or dyslipidemia, either of them. Compared to simvastatin or in suppressing urine thromboxane B2 versus aspirin, urine thromboxane B2 is a precursor of platelet activity in male, in human. In rates of adverse clinical events when compared with its equivalent components, 3.6. LDL cholesterol was also reduced to 0.7 millimole per deciliter per liter. With simvastatin, when it was used alone, it reduces to 0.3 millimole per liter. And urinary 11-hydroxythrombinase B2 is similar to aspirin, that CSD, and 8% is stroke. And when you give 3 drugs, there is a reduction of blood pressure, 24% and 33% respectively reduction. And this is not used by TIPS-1 trial. Platelet function, here you see when you give aspirin, the 32% and 16% reduction of CSD and stroke. And when you quantify all this, and when you see that in totality, by Waldenlow it was 88%, because here you use 40 milligram simvastatin. But with 20 milligram of simvastatin, it was 62% single drug also, and could potentially reduce CVD risk to about half. This is very important. These are the all newer ongoing trials which are coming up. These are the all international trials which are on the way with the TIPS trial. This is the international trial of 5,000 patients. This is for the primary prevention and this will continue for 5 years. The primary objectives, whether Polycab DS, double strength means double the doses, reduces the risk of composite outcomes of major CV events, CV death, non-fatal stroke, NMI plus heart failure, resuscitated cardiac arrest or revascularization with evidence of ischemia. 2. Whether the aspirin reduces the risk of composite outcomes of CV events, CV death, MI, stroke and cancer. And vitamin D was also added, whether vitamin D reduces the risk of fractures. And the tips for trial this is for randomized trial evaluating effects of different combination of BP lowering drugs with or without statins. The goals: BP lowering by 2 drugs versus 3 drug combination, low dose versus full dose, and impact of adding statin to these combinations. This trial is for 8 weeks. Drugs used are ramipril, full dose 10 mg, atenolol 100, amlodipine 10 mg, hydrochlorothiazide 25 mg, simvastatin 40 mg, or in some cases atorvastatin 20 mg was also used. This is an ongoing trial. The results are also awaited. What is the place of Polycab? 4 out of 5 polypill should not be taken as the false sense of security by patients and physicians. I am taking this polypill, so I could not suffer from these diseases. But emphasis must be given equally to modifiable risk factors such as smoking, sedentary lifestyle, and unhealthy diet versus drug treatment. We should give both score 1, this 1 score. So when you are treating with polypill, it is only 50%. We should add up all these things and then it will be 100%. Thank you so much.
Ingredients which are there, keeping in mind the risk factors which are there, that is the hypertension, the lipid profile or dyslipidemia, diabetes mellitus. So these are the conditions which are total risk factors usually in our lifestyle diseases. He has told about the simvastatin, he has told about the atenolol, about the ramipril, about the hydrochlorothiazide and about the ramipril. The aspirin also. Now these ingredients are commonly in these polypills. Now I can very well say that about 50 years back it was the principle of pharmacology that 2 drugs should not be mixed. As far as possible, the drugs should be separately being given. It is being observed still in many countries, the bigger pharmaceutical concerns, but it is the need of the time that we are coming with the combination of the drugs in different disease groups. What to talk of hypertension, we may talk of diabetes, we may talk of pulmonary tuberculosis. Everywhere we are going for 3 to 4 drugs. Now that is only for a single disease which is there, but here we find that so many risk factors are there which are taking a toll of life in cases due to the CVD. How to check them? This is our sole effort. I think Dr. Vivian Rahim has very nicely described about the use of these polycaps and the aspects which are there to be kept in mind. I think the questions will be there, so many, when our learned audience is there, they are asked to ask questions from Dr. Vivian Rahim. He will be very happy to answer it.
Dr. Rahim, what is the specific indication patient can be given this drug, or the patients with dyslipidemia and coronary artery disease risk with hypertension should be given? Number 1. Number 2, why the aspirin is in 100 milligram? Routinely we use 75 or 150 milligram. What is the special reason for being this aspirin is in 100 milligram?
They have not given any particular reason for using aspirin 100 milligram, but they say because in Walden law they have used 75 milligram of aspirin and simvastatin 40 milligram. But they have not quantified whether they are doing platelet aggregation or not. So this study, it was 100 milligram and they have quantified by doing a urinary thromboxinase B2 for quantifying whether it is acting as antiplatelet or not. One. Second, the drug which is Polycap was introduced keeping in mind that it should be used in primary prevention also. Secondary prevention, we are using n number of drugs which are, say, we have got better molecules also, we have got costly molecules also. But for prevention, if you have one small risk factor also, suppose a patient has got smoking and hypertension. For such type of patient, you can use this drug freely, there is no problem as such. This is basically for prevention, secondary and primary prevention. If you think the patient has got a family history of heart disease or family history of hypertension and he has got one minor risk factor, you can start with this drug and you can continue with the drug the patient is tolerating, maybe Polycap 1.
I would like to make it clear, when the factors are there in a person which can lead to the coronary artery disease or CVD, that we will take it as primary prevention. If the person already has got the clinical signs and symptoms of the disease, then we will go for the secondary prevention. Now, primary prevention is not very important in these cases as it is the secondary prevention, but still some of the people use it. No doubt, whenever a drug comes to the market, there are so many yets and buts are there. People say that whatever it is, if you are aged for 55 years and if you have got to go for primary prevention, please take this drug and you will be safe for a longer time. About the Disprin or aspirin, there is not any fixed dose as such. I think still I can say that whatever the firm has thought about it, I don't know, but still it is open to discussion, open to trials. It is not that we have gone to the final stage, that this is the drugs which we are giving and that is final and we are not going to change it. And that is known as innovation. And the theme is there. Still, if we find that 100 milligram is not sufficient, we may go for 150 milligram, or if we feel that 100 milligram may produce problem, we will come down to 75. Regarding, as he has said, that the folic acid, it is not important because it was being given for homocystinemia, which is not so important because it does not shorten or the life of a person. It is a chance that we are talking about this polypill today. Next day, we can go still ahead. I was just thinking about innovation. So man has born और उसने सोच लिया कि जैसा ईश्वर रखेगा वैसे रहेंगे, कोई ड्रग और इसकी चीज़ नहीं है, और इनोवेशन यहाँ से चालू हुआ. तो फिर ये विचार आया कि इनोवेशन आखिर ख़त्म कहाँ होगा. इनोवेशन वहाँ ख़त्म होगा when we will treat not the disease but we will treat death. So this is a chain in between the start and the end. We have not reached to the end, but I think people are now going towards that only. That is being indicated by the polypill which is put in the market, that we would like to see that we cover up the things from all sides and we do not let the risk factors to take the toll of the life of these persons.
Because what their target is, because in Harrison also there is a polypill chapter. So they are saying that if you are treating these preventing a patient, and then you can add up a life in 10 years. If you are treating a patient at the age of 50 years or 45 years, then if you treat the patient as primary prevention for 10 years or 5 years, the life may exceed to 2 to 3 years. You are extending a life of a patient. You are reducing the morbidity of the patient. That is the thrust of this study and the polypill concept. We are treating the patient when the patient comes to us with very high BP or very high sugar, or they have got thromboembolic complications, or patient comes with paralytic attack or whatever it is. But we should treat the patient whether you have got 1 or 2 or 3 risk factors. You should start treating from the patient from that angle. Then we will be benefited and we will be getting less number of morbidities and problems later on in the life.
regarding the doses, I think applied and they may be decreased. We do not know still, I can tell you that still there has been a controversy lot in the literature. They say that individually each drug which we are giving here, we are sure that it acts. But when combined together, how much benefit we are getting, still we are working for it, and we hope, we have got a wishful thinking that it is a boon to our society.
Dr. Vivian, what are the possible side effects of drug?
No, if you weigh the patient properly and if you can use these drugs, because these drugs, Ramipril is not a very strong antihypertensive drug. Atenolol 50 milligram is not very great antihypertensive. So when you are giving in combination, you are giving improving the mortality or morbidity benefit to the patient. For a normal patient, you can titrate the dose with 1 or 2 tablets of the similar. Maybe you can start with Atenolol 25, Ramipril 2.5, and then you can come to, when the patient is being well controlled on these, then you can put the patient on Polycap, then patient can continue with the lesser amount of price, or acceptability is better, compliance is better, and the patient can continue.
What dose do you suggest for Polycap?
Polycap, initially the TIPS 1 trial, they have suggested 5 milligram Ramipril, 50 milligram Atenolol, and hydrochlorothiazide 12.5 milligram with aspirin and simvastatin. But I think
Price is much more. When we combine a drug, the price is less. The reason being that we have got a choice. In spite of giving branded names, we can give the generics. Am I right?
yes.
Yes. Thank you much, Dr. Vivian Ravi, for the nice discourse on the subject and a good discussion also.